War is the health of a corrupt, out of control Napoleonic or Hitlerian state. So those are the facts. Israel stood down. Not their people, not their average cop or average soldier or even average intelligence agent. But the higher-ups guaranteed got the reports and starting to come out. There was a buildup. And Netanyahu, this is key, has called this Israel's Pearl Harbor. Boy, isn't that perfect. I'm no fan of Imperial Japan in 1941. I'm no fan of them expanding and doing horrible slaughters of Filipinos and Chinese and others and marching our troops on death marches. But I can also sit back and say it came out in congressional testimony, it came out from the admirals before they died, that they knew the attack was coming within a few days. They knew about the Japanese fleet. They knew about submarines that had already been captured the day before and that morning before the attack, running into reefs and things. They didn't have all the good sonar and things back then. They were capturing Japanese attack subs, midget subs, the day before and the day of. They knew it was happening. They had the aircraft carriers out to sea so they wouldn't be hit. The old obsolete battleships, they let them hit because they had to get Americans that were against the war into the war. And Churchill wrote about that in his memoirs. So it doesn't mean the Japanese are good. It doesn't mean Hitler was good. It means that the West knew the attacks were coming and let the attack happen. And so, yes, just like they knew 9/11 was happening bare minimum and let that take place. And so this is the specifics again of what we've seen in history repeat over and over and over and over again. Now, let's pull back to a million feet here. And let's look at the big picture of BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street. They control 87, 88% of the world's money. And that we're coming to the end of the old dollar hegemony and new central bank digital currencies are coming out. And they want global controls and they want an excuse for surveillance and they want rationing of food and they want to train you the good times are over. But if they do that and they admit they're behind it, like they do in their white papers, the WEF and UN, you will remove them. You won't follow their orders. But if there's wars in Eastern Europe, in the Middle East, China has already basically started a war in the South China Sea, 1,000 miles away from their coast, taking islands and attacking and people in the Philippines. That climate will then help them bring in what they thought World War I and World War II would be, a totally empowered United Nations